Hi. Recently, I went to a parade called the Lancaster Pride, uh, which features the theme of LGBT's rights, and they all of them wear rainbow-colored objects, and there were some uh, banners showing that various organizations such as BBC Lancashire and Heysham Nuclear Power Station and some kind of scout organization have participated in this event. And I think Lancaster University has sponsored this event this year. And I think there is not just the Lancaster Pride. There are other prides as well, such as Birmingham Pride and Leeds Pride and many other prides. But basically, I think the composition of the people who were in the parade is quite diverse. There are both male and female, old people and children. And by the way, I think I'm trying to try this one. This one is Ben and Jerry's. This is being sold in various places, not just in the UK, because I have seen this one in Denmark previously. So I think I don't know if I can see this one in America. I think it is a little expensive. Expensive. However, this expensiveness is partly due to its large size, because this is 425 grams. Anyway, there are at least three different types of tastes. So I just randomly chose one of them. It tastes well. So, and there are some sweet things surrounded by the cream, the white cream. So those sweet things, such as some I don't know. I don't know for sure what are they. I think there are chunks of chocolate, small chunks of chocolate, and this one is what's this? It's kind of a mineral water. It's a kind of bottled mineral water. There sometimes they are still, and there are also sparkling ones. The events held in the campus of Lancaster University usually choose this brand as the source of plain water for the participants. They usually also serve coffee and hot water in mineral Vask or something. Not Vask. I don't know. Mineral container. Okay. And also they serve milks, but milks are usually contained in another kind of container, in transparent glass container, but in a smaller size compared to the mineral containers that contain hot water or coffee. What else? There are also always, not always, but often there are some desserts, like some large chunk of biscuits. Recently, I'm doing analysis and some complementary data processing for a part of my research. I mean, by the end of this month, I should submit something for my funded project. This thing is based on regression analysis. I use Excel to process the data, and I used another file, which is a txt file, to store all the commands, the stata commands. Stata is a software that I use for doing regression analysis, for storing the state program codes, and there are so many lines of codes, but it's not difficult. I think in some kind of robustness analysis, I generated a lot of different robustness analysis, because I can use different subsamples, different measures for the dependent variable and the different measures for the independent variable. So there will be many kinds of many different regression models, and also many different regression runs, based on different measures, different subsamples or samples, and so on. And also there are different time lags between independent and control variables and the dependent variables, because I can choose 1 year lag, and I can also choose 2 years as the time lag. But I won't choose 10 years because it's ridiculous. And also the different type of, as I said, different type of measure for the independent variable. For example, there can be percentage of a certain type of people in a team. I will not disclose which type of team it is, but it's just a kind of percentage. And also, but in contrast, I can also choose just the sheer number of a specific type of people in a team. Just these two choices can both be attempted, and also there are some other things I could try, just that. And recently there is a singer that I enjoyed a lot, a Japanese male singer who was born in 1961, whose name is Tokunaga Hideaki. Tokunaga Hideaki. Tokunaga Hideaki. He is from Japan. But many of his popular songs have been repeated by some famous Hong Kong singers. I don't necessarily know the English names of these Hong Kong singers, but I think I just use their Chinese name. 张学友、谭咏麟、李克勤、王杰、郑伊健、梁汉文、黄凯芹、吕方等。These singers repeated his songs, and I think he himself also repeated other people's songs. For example, Teresa Teng, or in Chinese Deng Lijun. He once repeated Teresa Teng's famous song. Sorry, I think Teresa Teng's song was a repeated version to a Japanese song. So actually, this male singer repeated the original Japanese song. I just want to demonstrate that singers repeat each other's songs. And I don't know exactly what is the most proper name for this behavior. I don't know if I should call it repeat each other's song or recast. I'm not very sure about that, but I think anyway, I may go to Cardiff to see staff over there teaching there. I just want to learn something from this teaching staff. Just that. Maybe I won't have time, but I think I will have the time for going there and have a short conversation. Because I'm already here in the UK and I'm about to leave, so I just want to meet some people that I haven't met so far, who is residing in other cities like Cardiff before I leave. But I just have time for one such person, just that. I think I don't want to eat ice cream all the time, but it's just before I leave here, I needed to taste something that I haven't tasted so far. But I think it's not the biggest deal, because what's in the mind is more important. Anyway, I think the campus is not empty yet. There are still many students here, and some staff still appear. However, I think the staff in this month they just do the marking stuff. Maybe they are marking exams, exam papers. They are also marking essays. The essays Usually they should be submitted in the form of both electronic form and electronic file and a paper-based copy. So I think some markers are marking on the based on the paper-based copies.